welcome back to my channel. My name is Hussein Sibyl. If you're tuning in for the first time, and you're welcome to my channel, and for those who've always been here with me, thank you for being here. It is always a pleasure to have you. So in my previous video, I mentioned that I'm going to be talking about job seeker visa for Africans. I know you all have like 1,001 questions about this job seeker visa, because one of the policies that UAE gave was that before you have a job seeker visa to UAE, the universities that you graduated from should be among the first 500 universities. That is one of the requirements, and you should have at least a bachelor's degree before you apply for this visa, right? And Africans have been frustrated about this thing. You all know that UAE changed their visa rules like October 3rd, right? They changed their visa rules like you cannot work in UAE on a visit visa. People used to work with visit visas in UAE, which was a 90-day visa, right? And those who just came for visiting used to come with like a tourist visa. So UAE changed their rules and said that the visa that you come here to look for a job is not a visit visa again, it is a job seeker visa. So people are still like scrambling to get like a visit visa. If you're in your country and you want to come to UAE as a job seeker, you want to come to work in UAE, you want to come to get employment in UAE, please do not come with a visit visa or a tourist visa, because no company will employ you. But if you're already in UAE with a visit visa, it means you can still use that visa to apply, because it means that you got the visa before the new system came in. Those with visit visas now can still use their visas to apply for jobs if they are already in UAE. But if you are still in your country and you're planning to come here, know that you should not bring a visit visa, because people are asking me what of those who are already here, and then if they want to change their visas. Visa change for Africans in UAE now has become very difficult, not just for Africans, because they are trying to get job seeker visas. There are people with maybe just ordinary levels, there are people with advanced level, there are people with HNDs here. They came on visit visas and they haven't gotten a job, and now they have entered overstay because they are trying to like get job seeker visa. And before you get a job seeker visa, you need to meet the requirements. So it has been a scramble. So talk less of those who are still back home. They want to come here on visit visa. Do not do that. I want you all to take a look at this list here. There are only 5 universities in Africa that are among the first 500 universities in the world, and 4 of those universities are in South Africa, with 1 in Egypt. Before, there was a university in Ghana and 1 in Ibadan that was among the first 500 universities in the world, but it had to drop. So now there are only 5 universities, and there is going to be 1 in Tanzania very soon. So take a look at this list here and see how it's going to be. Imagine those living out of those countries, or those who are not privileged to go to those universities. It means they are not going to have a job seeker visa unless Dubai decide to relax their rules. So there are only 5 universities. Those who wanted to come to UAE to search for work will not be able to enter UAE now because of this rule, right? Because if none of the universities is among that, it means that if you are in Cameroon, you will not be able to travel. Even if you graduated from UB, if you graduated from SWA, if you graduated from UB, you will not still be able to come to UAE, even if you have a degree. So the thing that most Africans now are asking, those who wanted to come to UAE in search of job. I know people always sit back and say that, oh, UAE, that horrible country, who wants to come to UAE, who wants to do that, oh, it's a bad country, people come here and suffer, people come here and do that. A lot of Africans, they come here and they struggle a lot. That is true. But at the end of the day, we are not going to say that UAE doesn't help people in one way or the other. Some come here, they're fortunate, some come here and they're unfortunate. That's how it is. It's like this, it's like that. It is not like a balance, something like everybody who comes to this country really just make it and go out without that. For me, I've never really had like that bad experience. No, I haven't. I can really say that I'm lucky, because all the time that I've been here, in 10 days I'm getting a job, in 5 days I'm getting a job. I've never really like struggled like to have a job in this country. I have never. So it's like some people are lucky, some people are just unfortunate. That's just how I can say it. At the end of the day, all of us are asking this question: how is it going to be for Africans? Like I said in my previous video, The reason all these rules are changing because UAE wants to upgrade their country. We all know that they have deported so many Africans. I'm going to talk about deportation in my next video, so make sure you watch my next video because they're deporting Africans again. I'm going to explain that in the next video, right? So there is a lot going on in UAE. UAE has deported a lot of people. People are asking for amnesty. So we all know that UAE hosted the Expo 2020, which made UAE to have so many job opportunities. People, like thousands of people, came to this country because of Expo 2020. So after Expo 2020 ended, most of those people now were in the street. Another thing is there was COVID-19. So people, like thousands of people, came to UAE because of COVID-19, and now COVID is reduced. Those people are without jobs. So that is what made UAE to be like most people were suffering. Some were in the street, some could not pay their rent, they were living outside. If you've been watching my channel, you see people in the street. I'll put the link in the description box below. People were living in the street, they didn't have food to eat, some were just staying outside. The crime rate in UAE had to rise like never before because people were struggling, fighting just to get their daily bread. A lot of things were happening in this country. So what UAE did was they had to deport thousands of people. I remember a full plane left UAE to Cameroon, a full plane of people that got deported because of this incident. Why? Because Expo ended, COVID got finished, and people were in the street, they were stranded. So UAE has changed this rule now to make it a little difficult for people to come to UAE. If you want to enter UAE now, you need to have a degree. If you want to come with a job seeker visa, you need to have a degree before you come. You need to have a bank statement, unlike before. They need a hotel reservation. That is one of the requirements. You need a return ticket. Before you could pay one-way flight and come to UAE, get your job and work. No, you have to pay a two-way flight. It doesn't matter how expensive it is. And before you enter UAE, they need to see you with a certain amount of money. If you don't have that, you're not going to enter this country. So UAE is they are just trying to make it safe for everyone. I cannot count how many people came to this country. They just book their flight, pay their tickets, and they come to this country with nothing, with no extra money. You're going to a foreign land. It's not like you're going to your father's house, or you're going to your mother's house, or you're going to your brother's house. Even if you have a family member here, just to be on the safe side, have your own personal money. Because if you don't have that, how are you going to cope? Most of these people, when they get here, if they don't get a job like in a month or two, that is how it starts getting bad for them. They are bound to do anything just to get money so they can feed. And then they go home and they start talking about the horrible experience in UAE. I know some people still come with enough money, they prepare and come here, it doesn't work for them. But at the end of the day, those who really just face it bad in this country are those who come with nothing. They come with nothing. I did visa for 2 or 3 persons and they came like that, and I explained to them, before I do a visa for someone, I always explain, do this, do that, do that, do that. By the end of the day, they just come empty-handed. I'm like, how are you going to cope? Within a week or two, they're already stranded. So UAE is making sure that nobody enters the country with that, and to make sure that if you come and it's not going the way you want, you can go back to your country and be there. It's not like UAE is cutting off everyone. No, they just want their country to be safe for everyone to live in. I'm not saying that it's heaven, everything is perfect in this country. No, it has its shortcomings, just like any other country. I'm not saying that UAE is like the most perfect country. No, but then they're trying to make it good for everyone. So that is the reason. And one of the things too is that you cannot come to UAE without a medical test. You have to do your medical test, HIV, hepatitis B, tuberculosis, and now COVID test. You have to do all of that to make sure that when you come here and you get a job, they will not send you back home because of one thing or the other. Those are the things that you have to test for when you're traveling to UAE. So if you don't test for these things and you come and you're positive, you have to go back to your country, right? I've seen so many people come here without any of this and they have to go back with nothing, with a horrible experience. It's good to be safe than sorry. It's always good to be safe than sorry. So with this new visa stuff, with this new visa thing, I just think that it's going to be okay for Africans at some point, because after this visa ban, after this 30-day visa ban, which UAE has imposed on 20 African countries, I just think that after that they're going to see how they can make it possible for Africans to travel. Because the truth is, Africans, I can say There are some certain jobs that when you go to, they'll tell you that we need Africans to handle these kind of things, because we all know that Africans, they have some kind of strength that they can really handle stuff, right? So at some point, it's not going to be that Africans cannot come, because imagine if people from Africa cannot travel to this country because they are not among the first 500 universities. So if you're in your country still planning to come to this country, it's not like everything is just like you're never going to come to this country because Africa is not among the first 500 universities. I just know that they're going to reduce it at some point. They're going to make it possible for Africans to travel, because we apply. There is one person that usually helps me. Like, I don't do visa for so many people, but then those that I help are very close to me. The guy that is helping me do that, he tried to apply for 2 or 3 persons from Africa when the visa system just started, right? The new visa system started. We tried to apply, but it did not work, because they said no African country is among the first 500 universities in Africa. So we're just hoping. After this World Cup investment and everything, the job market is going to be open. That is for sure. Things are going to open after this World Cup has been hosted, because people will come to UAE, they will invest. The rich will come, they will invest, and when they go back, UAE are going to need laborers. They are certainly going to need workers, which they will have to now relax their visa rules and make it possible for Africans to come. So it's just a matter of time, and everything will be sorted out. Don't panic and say, oh, you had plans, because even though people will say who wants to travel to that country, they should just shut down everything. At the end of the day, we cannot deny the fact that some still want to come. So I'm doing this video for those who want to come. If you're watching this video, don't come attacking me in the comment section and saying that I'm always advising people to come to this country. No, if the video is not for you, just keep it, please. Just keep the video. And I don't really like social media drama. I'm here to help those who need my help on understanding these rules, not for people who maybe they are comfortable in their tiny corner and then they want to like step on those who are struggling. Because we know if you really have it going for you, you will not want to travel. If I had it going for me, I would not have traveled. I love being home. I love being with my family. Nobody wants to leave their family and travel to a foreign land. No, except you want to go for vacation and come back. So if it's good for you, good for you. If it's not good for you, just let those who need the information to get it. I really don't like it when I see negative comments under my video when I'm just trying to help people. So if you need more information on the visas, or if you need me to keep you updated on the visa issues in UAE, you can check me on Facebook. My Facebook is here from Sibyl, and make sure you follow my page, because if you don't follow my page, you'll not get the updates. And I'm on Instagram as _Sibyl, or on TikTok as here from Sibyl. If you need to send me an email, my email is @gmail.com. I'll put the links in the description box below. You can click and connect with me, but then I don't like hi and hello. I don't like those messages, please. If you want me to help you with something, just go straight to the point. I don't like when people come with hi, because I have so many people that I cannot reply to. They really need help and I cannot get to them because people just come and they fill my inbox with hello and hi. It is not really a good thing. Please, I just want to help people and I don't need to be stressing on helping them. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me hear your thoughts, and don't forget to share the video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more videos, because I post daily on UAE updates, and I go to the most beautiful places in this country and do vlogs. No matter what they say about this country, we cannot deny the fact that it is one of the most beautiful places to live in. That is for sure. UAE is one of the most beautiful places to live in. So if you want to see what I've been going around and doing, stay tuned to this channel, subscribe, share, because someone is definitely going to need this video. Thank you for being here. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye and stay safe.